Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take a resonance and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just check out the description below. Keep in mind, tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you're on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay? All are welcome on this channel and all contributions are highly appreciated. First card that we have here, collective, is the Five of Swords. So there is someone who could be feeling like they're at a loss, like they lost out on something. Maybe something didn't go their way. They could be looking to blame you for this. And you could be saying, I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you. So there's someone who's feeling like they have a loss. They lost out on something. This could be something they purchased. Maybe this could be something, an investment. This could be a relationship, okay? Maybe you tried to warn them and tell them they didn't listen for some of you, and others, there's someone who's going through a loss and they feel like you are the blame and they want to look at you and point the finger at you, okay, as to blame for their situation. The situation has them feeling like they're out in the cold. They're at the Five of Pentacles energy here. They could be very worried but disappointed and looking for someone to blame. Instead of just being still and taking accountability, they're looking to blame someone outside of them. I'm picking up this could be heavily some kind of bad investment. Maybe somebody loaned money to someone. I'm hearing loan shark, okay? Somebody borrowed some money or loaned some money. They didn't return the favor. They didn't pay the money back. And with the Eight of Swords, they feel like this situation has them stuck. Maybe they needed the return of that money. They were expecting it for a particular reason. Maybe it was to pay a bill, something of importance to them. This person could be in a relationship, a committed relationship. Maybe they share finances or responsibilities with their partner, and they now have to explain why is it that this money is missing or what happened with the investment. This person thought that this investment would lead them to a positive outcome. They thought that it would give them some kind of financial advance to where they'd be able to invest into something in addition to the prior investment. So this could be a loan. This could be Bitcoin. This could be someone buying shares. This could also be someone, something about fronting money. This could also be maybe someone paying for a class or something. They could have Aries placement in their chart, sun, moon, horizon, or any placement. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, they really expected to have a return that will be very fruitful. With all these plants here, if this person is feeding these plants and nurturing them, they would all blossom into something massive and beautiful. And so this person, someone loaned money with the expectation that the return would be great, I'm hearing. It would be great. The money would come back plus some. Some extra to do some extra money to do extra things, Spirit is saying. But now they're feeling like they're out at a loss, okay? Someone may have gambled money that they weren't supposed to gamble with. This could be rent money, this could be money for responsibilities in the home. And they have to explain this to their spouse, what happened. And so that's why this person feels like they're blocked. They're trying to figure out how to explain this. Their intention was to receive a return, to accomplish some kind of financial increase, but it just didn't happen. This could also be someone who chose to make an investment based on watching someone else. Maybe they seen someone else invest money or go to the casino, I guess, play the roulette and hit big, and they imagined or envisioned themselves doing the same thing. They actually thought, I'm picking this up in particular because they witnessed someone else coming into some kind of win. Not to say that winning is impossible, that they would win as well the same way that someone else did. Wow, that's what's coming up. That's what they were thinking, collective. And so this person is trying to find a way to bring balance back to their finances, as well. For some of you, this was bill money. For some of you, this was money that was gambled at a casino. For some of you, this was a personal loan coming from your bank account that you loaned someone and they have not paid you. And for some of you, they were supposed to pay you with interest, with some kind of return. But either way, you have not received the return. So you're trying to figure out a way to balance out your finances. If there's bills, if this is bill money, this Temperance energy is you trying to find a way to make sure the bills are paid. So maybe your spouse doesn't notice it, or, kind of energy. Or trying to find a way to replace it and put it back into the account before your spouse notices it, kind of energy. Or if you're single, either way, you're trying to find a way to grow things and bring things back into balance. And so with the Queen of Cups, yes, there's someone who just may have some kind of compassion, who may offer a helping hand. Okay. This may be someone you don't want to take help from, Spirit is saying, but there is someone around you who's very abundant, who may offer to assist you or loan you money. You've loaned out money, you didn't get a return. Oh, Lord, what a where we. But there's someone with the Queen of Cups who's in abundant energy, very abundant. They have it. This could be a relative. This could be someone. Yeah, this could be a relative, family energy, or someone who's known you for a long time, and they're willing to help you get out of this situation. You don't mind accepting it, but you're choosing to pause at this time and be wise, and not just go ahead and accept the loan, because you're already trying to find balance. So you could be questioning, like, look, I want the help. Thank you. But if I borrow from you and there's money already missing, yeah, yeah, it's a lot going on in this read here. It's clearly about money, though, honey. So you may stall for a moment. You may take this loan. For some of you, you may not. You may want to figure it out by yourself. Maybe there's something connected to you accepting this help from this Queen of Cups here. Maybe they're the type that's a chatty patty. There are people who will help you, but there are people who also tell your business. Maybe you're concerned with that, especially if this is a family member. Maybe you don't want your business spread it out around the family, that they loan you money. What was it for? So you could be leery about that, because when people know your business, more just the chattering gets to, more talk, people running their mouth and pocket watching and measuring. Yeah. But for some of you with the Knight of Swords, though, you're going to decline the loan. Some of you will take the loan and some of you will decline it and figure out another way. You're going to be brave and figure it out. And just take accountability, like, hey, I made a mistake. And if this is for some of you whom you may share an account with a spouse, or you're concerned about them knowing about this, you may actually just come out and be honest. Hey, babe, this is what happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've worked very hard to obtain what you have. When it comes to saving money, you work very hard. It looks like you've learned a lesson, though. I don't see you loaning any money out ever again to this person after this. And if you do, maybe you're going to get a written agreement, Spirit is saying. If you're going to loan large sums of money, this is in the thousands, collective. If you're going to loan large sums of money to get something in writing in the future, but I don't see you taking this risk anymore because you realize that, gambling is just that. It is a risk and it could sabotage, your ability to be able to celebrate and live the life that you desire. And you don't like the idea of being in lack or having to depend on anyone. You don't like the emotional baggage and just the situation that you're in. Very irritated energy. You're like, I've worked hard to accumulate what I have. I've worked hard, to save this money. You could be reflecting on all of that and how hard you have worked to save your money, the overtime, the time missed spending with your family just to accumulate it. You thought this person, you could trust this person. This loan may even sabotage this relationship. You may cut off ties with this person. You may also feel that when they came to borrow this money, that they knew that they didn't have plans to pay you back, collective. And so you may choose to just sever ties with this person. But with the Ace of Pentacles here, I see you working towards an opportunity that's going to increase your prosperity and replace this money that was lost. For some of you, you will take the loan from this family member. For others, you won't, because you understand that this person is loaning this money, but they're going to loan it and go tell everyone. It's something about they're a chatty patty. That's what I'm hearing. They're a chatty patty. It's not about you being embarrassed. It's just the idea of going through something that is distasteful or not comfortable and having to constantly hear people throw it in your face is what you're concerned about. Is it true? Is it true? Yeah, you're concerned about this being illuminated to people around you, friends and family. And you're concerned about it being illuminated to your partner as well. So I do see you creating some kind of opportunity, whether this is working an extra job, some kind of side hustle, or finding a way to replace this money that is missing from your account, your joint account, or just missing from your account if you're single. Okay, and also severing ties with this friend. You thought you could trust them. You don't like the pressure, the stress that they put you under. Okay. And so we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, you are finding your courage and your passion when it comes to friendships, but you're going to be mindful of loaning money. This may be something you never do. There are friend groups, collective, who have pacts where they don't even loan each other money. The rule is to give each other the money so they don't fall out over money. You may come to that agreement with your friend group, but I don't see you putting yourself in this situation anymore. You're gonna tighten your belt. You're gonna set some rules when it comes. But I do see this money getting replaced. But I do see you replacing this money here. This concludes the read. I hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.